Let's talk about some wealth building, and I want to share with you a new investing idea that I have not necessarily just done, but done recently. And really, it's easy money when you stop and think about the general, context of it. Now, to be fair, I don't mean easy money in the sense of, hey, let's get rich quick. Nothing like that. I just mean easy money in the sense of when you stop and think about the current environment we're in, it's a good, I would argue, industry to be in. So to me, it's easy money. And I don't want to, I'll get to the chalkboard here in a second, but let me just show you, I don't know. Now, I won't put it in the thumbnail. I was just thinking, what, are you already going to know because I put it in the thumbnail? But no, we won't put it in the thumbnail. But I want to show you real quick, what is this new investment that I've done and offer it up as an idea to you. So take a look. Isn't that like every kid's dream? I mean, now it's not necessarily mine. Well, it's not mine, but I want to explain with you the investment approach that I took with it. And also just throw that out there as something that you can consider doing. Now, obviously, I'm not saying it has to be done with a backhoe, but just really with anything that you believe is going to offer you safety in the form of worst case scenarios, to which I'll get here in a little bit. But the focus, worst case scenarios, am I actually safe? Will I be okay from a financial perspective? So the way this deal is set up is that somebody I know was like, hey, for my business, in order to expand, in order to grow, in order to just make things more profitable for me, I would like to have my own backhoe. I don't want to have to go and rent them or anything like that. I would like my own, but I don't necessarily have the capital right now. So instead of going to a bank, they came to me and I said, I like that. And the reason I like that, and the reason, like I said, if you can find somebody in this exact sector, construction, all that stuff right now is bonkers. At least here in West Michigan where I am, construction, real estate, bonkers. Everybody's building, everybody's wanting to do things. I mean, you can't keep up. I mean, it's just crazy. So, something that is used in an absolutely bonkers industry right now, I would like to put some skin in the game in that regard. Now, yes, of course, you could go out there and try to buy real estate. Yes, you could, try to do some other things, but I like to diversify and I like physical assets too. Now, I invest in stocks, yes, but stocks at the end of the day are a piece of paper. That's all they are. You get a piece of paper. But in this situation, it is a physical asset that I now have ownership to. And what do I mean by ownership? Well, the way this works is just like any sort of bank, is that the backhoe, that's supposed to be a chain, has this big old ball on it. And this ball is the debt, right? There is a debt on that backhoe. And the question becomes, okay, well, who owns the debt? Well, this is me right here. I own the debt. So in other words, if the owner of this backhoe stops paying me, and I'm charging them interest rate, just like a bank would charge you an interest rates, and this interest rates makes sense to me. It's above inflation and all of that. But if they stop making those payments, guess what I get to do? Well, I get to go and say, you know what? That's mine. I'm taking it. And then the nice thing about this is that I can take the backhoe and then go liquidate it. Now, I could use it if I wanted to, or I could just go liquidate it to the market and sell it. So think about it. In a worst case scenario, I'm good. I'm covered. Now, I'm not guaranteed to make money, but I mean, I'm not going to lose much money at all because in doing the homework, this was already a good deal. And if I would ever have to take it back, I know that I could go out into the market and, recuperate, my loss. I mean, heck, I could maybe even walk away with even more money by selling it, but I won't go down that rabbit hole. But I mean, there's already been payments being made to me. So it's each payment that comes back to me, that's more and more equity that I'm getting into the backhoe itself. But I mean, it's a fantastic investment and it's a great idea if you have cash sitting around that you're looking to put to work. And whereas a stock, for example, what's a worst case scenario in a stock? It basically, the company goes to zero, bankrupt. And what do you do? What do you get? Well, you get a piece of paper that's your stock certificate that I guess you can use as toilet paper or something. You don't really get anything because there's no tangible asset. There's no actual collateral that's attached to that money. But in this situation, like real estate, there is. I get a physical asset in a worst case scenario, worst case being I don't get paid, but because I own the ball and chain of debt, I can go in there and take that and then just go and sell it to the market for maybe even a profitable transaction from that angle of things. But these are great investments and something that I believe you should highly consider. Once more, I'm not saying necessarily in the construction industry, although I believe the construction industry is easy money right now. It's a no-brainer, and all you have to do is go and look at the statistics of homes trying to be built, and everybody wants stuff. Everybody wants to remodel. And it's just all bonkers and crazy right now. So to get some skin in the game in that regard, I think is a good thing. In my mind, that's easy money. That's a really safe bet to make in terms of, I don't know, can this investment pay off? Will this investment, yield me a positive result? And I feel as though it will. So like I said, doesn't need to be in the real estate or doesn't need to be in the construction industry. I mean, really, it could be a bicycle. I mean, if you think that person that needs a loan on a bicycle and that can somehow, the numbers to you make sense, then we can really go to anything. But the idea here is consider physical assets such as not necessarily a backhoe, but something of that nature. So if you have any questions or anything, like I said, I love to talk just wealth building. I love to talk investing in the sense of kind of just a broader sense of investing, not stock market investing. Again, I do invest in the stock market, but yeah, I would love to hear any questions or whatever you may have down below. Or who knows, let me know down in the comment section. Do you have any of these investments in play right now in your portfolio? If so, I'd love to hear what sort of things you have invested in, even if it's just real estate, because I have a real estate portfolio also. But it's always good. Iron sharpens iron, right? So I would love to hear any sort of ideas or sort of, like I said, investments that you have in play in this manner. So thanks for hanging out. If you do enjoy these, I mean, this wasn't really a trading video. This wasn't really a stock market video, but it was a wealth building video. It was a video about money, to which I would argue this channel is about. So if you want me to do more of these type of videos where I'm just talking about general wealth building, general investing, then again, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. And I have no problem doing more videos like this. But like I said, I'm always just trying to experiment on the channel here and see what videos you as viewers find beneficial. So let me know down below. But yeah, get out there, consider maybe making one of these investments so that you can grow your wealth in many different facets. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.